Give me an intro.
What's up, y'all? It's Post to Society. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the channel, man.
Yo, open your fucking eyes, bro.
Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect.
Alright, what's good, yo? It's Pillars to Society. You got your host, City Spears. You got your host. And you got your other host. And you know the vibes, man. It's Pillars to Society.
Yeah.
You know, we took our episode kind of off because of the visuals. You know, had a little COVID scare, but it's alright. You know, we're working.
Yeah.
The audio was fired. I hope you guys tuned in and hope you guys liked it.
Yeah. That shit was busting. That was good audio.
Yeah, but now we gotta stay consistent and we staying clear. And we got the visuals finally. Hopefully this goes well.
Yeah.
You know?
It says it's recording. So.
It says we're recording, so we're gonna keep it going. But
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, what we got in store? You know, we're gonna talk about some stress. But first, let's get into the weeks, bro. Can I?
Alright, well, my week, I just been chilling, you know. I had the gym today.
Attaboy.
You know, I had COVID. But I didn't have COVID. I was COVID.
Oh my
exposed.
God.
Yo.
He had a COVID scare, bro.
He was the COVID scare.
He was quarantining. But he did not have COVID.
He got tested.
And he tested negative.
No, I said I got COVID exposed, though.
Okay.
So, I'm not,
He just thought I got COVID.
No, I just said I got COVID. I just said I got COVID. Yeah, I just said that. But, yeah, I'm good now. You know, I went through some panics.
You want to mute this?
Not panics. I was up pretty late. People that got, like, you know, underlying conditions. You. Actually, I don't know about you. But, still, I don't know. I'm just, like, my mindset's, like, even though, like, I don't believe this COVID shit. I don't believe this COVID shit at all. I think it's bullshit. I might be rambling on, but, like, let's say, like, that person does die, someone I love, I'm gonna feel like shit for the rest of my life.
It's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't think you mean like you think COVID's bullshit. You just think it's like over exaggerated.
No, I think COVID's bullshit.
You mean like over exaggerated?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean by over exaggerated. But yeah, I just think, you know, I feel like that I'm trying to uplift people around me. Boom, I kill out their mom, kill out their brother. Now I'm a demon. I'm like, and I'm calling niggas and bitches demons. You know, it's crazy.
No, I know what you mean though. Because the thing is, it's like
I want to be everyone's peace. Like, everyone I love around me, my peace. I don't want to bring hurt to them by like something traumatic.
And some people, we're talking in the group chat about this, and I was like, you know, I don't know. You know, honestly, I think this mask is a bullshit. I mean, like, if we're gonna get a virus, we're probably gonna get a virus regardless, just by touch and stuff like that. But I was telling everybody, I was like, you know. But why wouldn't I? You know, why wouldn't I wear the mask just to act like I'm not against the herd? I mean, like, what's
the harm?
What's the harm, one? And two, I mean, like, is it worth the risk? Me going against these doctors saying, like, you know what? You know, I don't really believe it, but, like, is it worth the risk? And then I catch it, you know? So it's like, why would I try to make that trade-off if I got, like, babies around me, I got sisters, I got, like, family? Like, why would I make that trade-off?
I mean, it depends, though, because sometimes it's like, come on now. Sometimes, like, I just want to live my life, you know, just like...
Of course, but I mean, are you going to, you know, the grocery store without a mask?
No, I'm not going to do it because I just know how people are and they're going to see it in a certain way, you know. So, I got mixed feelings about that, you know. I just got mixed feelings about the whole, like, mass COVID shenanigans. And my mind just froze.
Is that anything else in your week, bro?
Man... Sun's been out. I'm blazing in the sun.
Sun's been out.
I'm chilling.
It's
been
been
nice.
River.
Bro, I've been out with my sister. We be going on walks, chilling. I got videos and shit. That shit makes my day every day.
That's good.
And it's just that sun. It's just the sun.
That's
all I got.
It's just a good feeling. Just a good aura right now. It just feels like that little video that we outside. It just feels that way.
It's the stacking season right now.
Like 3 weeks ago, I wanted to quit my job, but the sun's out now, and it's like warm when I go outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this job ain't too bad. I'm like, it's not that bad.
That's a fact.
It's still pretty bad.
That's a fact.
but the weather definitely changes, yo.
Yeah.
Talk about your week first.
Talk about my week.
Yeah. How was your week?
My week has been, you know, it's been up and downs, but the sun has been out, so it's just a good feeling just all around. I don't know. Like, last year didn't really feel like this when it hit spring break and stuff like that. It was just like, we were still all scared about shit and still figuring shit out. But, like, I don't know. It's just this summer just feels like we outside. This is like just this weather just makes it feel nice and shit like that. Like I like seeing people out, like seeing people just having fun. Like I went to Vanderbilt yesterday. It was fun. But like yesterday I've been really slacking in like school and shit like that lately. But like I knocked out a bunch of work yesterday. I'm basically gearing up for stacking season. That's what it is. And I'm getting ready for everything, and I'm just trying to get everything in line and in place before I can just, go full-fledged stacking season. And I don't just mean McDonald's. So.
Okay.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my trades too in the market. I'm gonna start doing it.
You got to.
But
You got to.
listen, man, it's stacking season. It is stacking season. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
My week. All right. So my week, the sun. I'm gonna say it, the sun's been out. I've been meditating a lot this week.
Yes,
I've been on
sir.
my workout shit. I've been working out. I'm
Yes,
telling you,
sir.
getting bigger. But I've been on my meditation shit. Like before I go to sleep, I meditate, and then sometimes when the sun is nice and I got nothing better to do, I'll just sit outside and just meditate. And I got a lot of time to think, yo.
That just hits different.
That shit, boss, bro, that is crazy. You just sit outside, feel the breeze, hear the birds, close your eyes, and just think. Oh man, that shit go crazy.
You just
Nah.
hear like just the environment, just
It's
environment
brilliant.
and shit. Just
Man,
you just hear
bro,
nature.
I'm just thinking about like the birds.
Oh my! Shout out to Illuminati, yo.
No, but no, it's facts
Soul.
though. You just hear the birds
Shout out
chirping,
Soul.
and like
When the
just-
birds came out, bro, this year, it was just so like I remember sitting outside and I heard my first bird chirp. I was like, it's been too long since I heard that, like a bird chirp.
I feel like we haven't seen blue skies in like a year, bro. Honestly, it's just like this feeling.
COVID and winter was so long. It dragged.
It was.
It dragged.
It
It was the
was,
longest
yeah.
winter.
Honestly,
No.
like it's like damn, bro. What have I missed? Like it just feel like life just returned. You know?
Winter's just horrible, honestly. The only good thing about winter is just like the bugs. Me personally.
No, winter is
Keep going.
cool, but I like a short winter, like a short hit of winter. You know, I like
yeah.
snow. I like
Yeah.
that, like seeing stuff
I
outside.
fucking hate snow.
But quick, I like that quick and like just go quick.
Yeah. I know
But
what you
this
mean.
winter was just dragged out.
Yeah.
it
The
wasn't
snow
even a nice
came
winter.
sporadically,
Yeah, we had like 3 big snowstorms, and that was it. And then
and it
the
was
snow
all
would just
late.
linger.
It was late too.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
we had a snowstorm.
This shit happened.
A month later, had a snowstorm, and then like a month later had a snowstorm, and then like 2 weeks snowstorm.
And then
It
that
was
was
so
that was all of
nasty.
winter. Yeah, it was like it was either there was like a foot and a half of nice fluffy snow, or like 8 inches of just wet, gross, dense shit, bro.
It was so ass. You missed it. You missed it.
You lucky motherfucker.
The thing is-
the
the
month
thing
you
is-
went to Florida
Yeah.
was the absolute worst,
Because
bro.
the thing is, we had that snowstorm, and then like it got nicer. Snow started clearing out. Got like 60 degrees. Then we got hit with a nice snowstorm.
Yeah, we
It was,
got hit with, like-
it was like why? Like why?
Like-
You just gave us the little taste, but first off your week, bro.
My week meditating. That's why I've been meditating. I think about things I regret a lot, actually, when I meditate. That's like, because sometimes I'll sit there and I'm like, I don't know what to think about. And I'll just think about what I regret. And I've come to like be pretty much regret free now. I think anything that I've regretted in my life, I've moved on from it. And that's just, and I think that's what a regret is. Like something that you're still stuck on. But I'm not. Like even like if I'm talking to a girl and I fumble the bag and I'm not talking to her no more. Or, you know, a girl I was talking to and she was wifey material, but I didn't see it at the time. And I was like, well, I passed up that opportunity.
That's a bar.
Right? I passed it. But now, you know, I think back and I'm happy with where I am. And I think that's part of getting over a regret. It's like, I'm happy. I'm comfortable with where I am physically, mentally, emotional, spiritually, everything. And sure, maybe shit would have been different if I gave that girl a chance or if I did this or did that or something else. But where I am now, like, I'm chilling.
It's just not gonna change.
Yeah, like, I have no idea what my life would have been like if I wifed up that one girl back in junior year or some shit, you know? Like, I don't know what my life would be like now. But where it is now, I'm happy with it. And I think that's part of getting over that regret.
That is.
I feel that's your puzzle. You know, I was
Mhm.
talking to, I think it was Sadiq or Drea.
Mm-hmm.
Probably both. Just like it being your just puzzle, like those people that come in your life, just they just teach you something. Like they fill you. They feel they change you into who you are. Like every person, every acquaintance, I don't know, it could be your boss at your job. They just fill that puzzle piece of you.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. Mostly friends.
Everybody weighs a little point on you.
Yeah.
That's
so I
why,
mean, like, no matter what, and that's what you should always find your lessons in as well.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta
even that
value interactions with people.
Yeah.
every single interaction with the person, even the person that's an asshole. This guy at my job, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going through the drive-thru, right? And he comes. So this guy ordered a seltzer, right? But you can't put a seltzer into the computer. You have to put like a sweet tea, do like a special request, right?
You guys have seltzer at McDonald's?
That's so nasty.
Exactly.
It's not my thing.
It's
not my
ridiculous.
thing.
But hold on.
Yeah, go
Right?
on.
So he comes
Oh.
through, right? And I made a sweet tea because nobody told me that it was a seltzer, right? So I made a sweet tea. The guy's like, it was a seltzer, take it back, right? So, and I'm in a good mood. So I'm cool. Like, I usually deal with that shit, but I'm really nice. So it's like, once they be like an asshole, they realize how, like, my vibe is, right? But I wasn't really in the mood to, like, I wasn't feeling well. So I wasn't really in the mood to, like, give him, like, some good positive energy. So he's like, take it back, right? So I'm like, okay, I made a seltzer. I put the lemons in because he asked for extra lemon, right? I gave him, like, 3 lemons, right? The guy was like, I asked for extra lemon. I said, okay, take it back. I gave him one more because there was one more in the bucket, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, you gave me 1 lemon when I asked for. You gave me 1 more extra lemon. I'm like, bro, I only have 4 lemons. And he's like, and I started giving an attitude low key. I was like, bro, I only got like 4 lemons, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, well, you can't get. I'm like, I'm gonna have to pull you around if you want me to give you any extra more lemons and shit like that, right? He's just like, all right, bro. And I was giving him an attitude low key, not like heavy attitude, just like, bro, get the fuck out the window, bro. You bitching over lemons, right?
OD.
But listen,
Bitching over
but listen,
lemons, yo.
no, for real. But then he was like,
Yo.
he was just like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, bro. Like, lose the attitude. Your job's not that hard, right? And in that moment, right, and he said it in like a very not an asshole way, right? And I never take my job that seriously, but you know that those little lines make me ponder for like a good week. Like, literally, I stay on those, like, those little things that stuck with me the whole day.
Yeah.
I left early because of that line. Like, literally. Like, it was just, it wasn't that it was just mean, it wasn't that rude, it was just like,
Deep.
yeah, like, you know, I could have went back and got him those extra lemons. He was an asshole at first, but I could have went back and got him those extra lemons. It would have avoided this whole thing, you know? And those are those little interactions that now has stuck with me. As that you said, it just that is going to stick with me. Because it's like, why not go that beyond and make this nigga's day? Because he just wants these extra lemons. I'm over here
He just wants some lemons.
Exactly. I'm over here being a bitch about lemons. It's like, nah, I'm putting that shit on myself. Right? It's just little things that really play a factor. And I'm just like, bro, value your interactions.
Who would have thought just some dude bitching over lemons would have such an impact? Like,
Exactly.
that's just such a, fucking
Exactly.
lemons, man.
He's like, your job's not that hard, bro. He's like, your job's not that hard, bro. He was like, just relax, bro. And he just drove off. I'm like, damn. But
I don't know. I think he deserved it, personally. I'm on
no,
your
but
side,
he deserved.
so-
But the thing is, it's just like, he's an asshole, yes, but I let him affect my energy. Where I let him affect my energy in that point. I should have just gave him those lemons. Like, honestly, I should have just, like, I never care about my job enough to not give those lemons. I'm usually like the person that will just, if I made an extra shake, the next person that comes through, give them the extra shake. Everybody else just throws them out. I'm that type of person that'll just give away stuff because I just don't care. And like, the job is just such a huge corporation. I'm just like, bro, why would I not give out? Exactly, I'm not a bitch about that shit, but I just wasn't feeling good that day. And in that moment, I was like, I'm gonna be a little, I'm gonna just be a little snippy.
Be a bitch about these lemons.
I'm gonna be a bitch about the lemons. And now, I'm tight about to myself. I'm like, I should just give him those lemons, honestly. But that was my little thing about your value all interactions, because that's a bar, honestly. Like, even if the little assholes, like, I found a lesson in that asshole.
Assholes.
I found a lesson in that asshole, honestly. And he gave
Shout
me a
out
little.
that guy.
Yeah, no, no, but yeah. Value every interaction, because you don't know how far that shit can go for you.
I hear you.
That shit's
I
tough.
hear you. Talk your shit. I hear you.
Are we ready to get back into the episode, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so yeah,
Stress.
let's talk about stress now.
Alright, bet.
Who want to start it off?
You want to start?
No, you go.
No,
No, you so first. You go ahead.
I got
You
stress.
go ahead. You go
All
ahead.
right. So I got like a philosophy on stress. Every time I get stressed about something, this is why I live stress free, right? Because if I'm stressed about something, I ask myself, what can I do about it now? And if the answer is nothing, then don't worry about it. If the answer is you could do this, then do it. Do you want to do it? No. Okay, so don't worry about it. Like right now, I got homework to do. Like I'm definitely behind in classes. What am I gonna do about that right now? I can't do nothing about that right now. I'm here recording a podcast, man. I'm not doing anything about my homework right now. Yeah. I can do that tomorrow. So right now, I'm not even stressing about that.
I feel you, but too many people don't think the way you do, and too many people, when they don't stress about it, then disregard it entirely, right? You and I feel the same way. Like, I know I got homework due, but I know sooner or later I'm gonna get to that homework, right? Yeah. I'm gonna figure it out some type of way, and it's always in the back of my mind, like, damn, I gotta get that homework done. I'm not stressing heavy. I'm not letting it affect my mental, but in the back of my head, it's like, damn, make sure you get that homework done. A lot of people don't have that, that back engine telling them, get that shit done, so they gotta stress about that shit, and unless they're not gonna do it,
Yeah, but there's some people who stress and don't even do it. Like,
stress themselves too much.
Stress themselves too much about it. Yeah, bro, that shit is great. Like my assignments that are due, some of them are... No, the assignments that I don't have done right now are late assignments. But I'm not stressing. Like, what's a day late? What's 2 days late? Like, what is... Like, it's late now already. So what the fuck am I stressing about?
Well, some
teachers will take, like, 10 points off. But, like, if like a teacher will be like, past this due date, it's 10 points off. I'm like, all right, so I'll just get it done anytime after that. Like, in my math class, she's like half credit if you get it done a week after its due date. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's
like, I'm not really, like, I don't stress. I'm like, if it's late, it's late. Or, like, getting in, like, an assignment. I know our senior thesis. Did you have to write a senior thesis?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now. Note cards or something. I don't know. Something.
The note card.
Yeah.
Oh, the note cards. Anyways, back to the stress, though, is, like, I remember sitting there at, like, 11:50 on my shitty-ass Chromebook trying to make a word-cited page. Or work-cited page. And it was lagging like a bitch. And I'm like, there's no way I could do this. But I didn't stress about it. I was like, it's just... Like, it's going to be late. There's nothing I can do about that right now except continue what I'm doing.
And learn from it?
Yeah. Like, make the work-cited 10 minutes earlier. Because I handed it in, like, 3 minutes late. I still got full credit because he wasn't being a bitch about it. But... Like, it's just little things like that. Like, some people get so stressed about that due date or when an assignment is. But if it's gonna be late, just let it be late.
Like, I feel like I have those feelings with certain aspects. Like, you talk about homework. I don't give a fuck about homework. Truthfully, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I care, but like, I don't care. Probably your guys' extent. But I feel like you have a very like, I don't really care about. Not like I don't care. But, like, very transparent. Stuff goes through you really easily. I feel the same way, but I don't know. I feel like it depends on certain people. I feel like there's levels to people in my life. I'm not even talking about just you. I'm just, like, I feel like someone that's very close to me, say someone, like, very personal to me, like my role said, like, it gets me, like, more riled up to say if you said it. Say if you said it. Say the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give a fuck if y'all say it, but like if mine's like say it, it's kind of like I don't know. I guess like I don't know. It just riles up. Like it hits different. My mom said something about me. Actually, that's a poor example. Well, no. It depends. I'm not even gonna say that. It depends. It just depends on the pedestal you're at in my brain, and sometimes some people are at that pedestal just by accident. And they just affect me.
Well, I could link that back to the other episode about the barriers and how you let people get through, and that it will.
That's deep.
Well, yeah. I feel like
it'll affect you even more.
Yeah.
Right. Because having those barriers is a pretty dumbass move. Well,
not really.
depending on how the depth of each barrier. I think your barriers go deep, right?
But I feel like my barriers are natural. Like, I don't do it on purpose. I just do it. Like, if I don't see someone, I'm not going to open up everything because I'm just
That's
not
different. That's different. I'm talking about just regular people and stuff like that. I'm not regular people. I'm talking about regular people in your lives. Exactly. Letting people get close. If they got everything there, now they got your whole feelings in their palm of their hand.
Yeah, I don't let people get close to me.
I don't think so.
Y'all
though.
walk back everything you say.
What do you mean?
Yo, you were talking about
to not. What? Okay.
Okay, you talked about love.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about love on that podcast before. We can't spend this much time on this, but we talked about love on the last podcast, and you talked about not letting people get close to you, and then you're talking to me personally about.
We talked about this on the pod.
Yes, no, but you walked it back to me personally, and you said that maybe I shouldn't let more people close to me and stuff like that, and maybe I should spread more love and stuff like that. And then you're gonna come on the podcast and you say, I don't let people get close to me.
Because I don't let people get close to me. I will spread love though. Like I used to be that guy. People would text me to be like, "Oh, Glenn, I miss you so much." And I'd be like, "Because I don't miss people. I'm a solitary dude." I was thinking about this today. I really do be a solitary dude.
No, I feel that.
Like if I'm not,
you have your moments. Like sometimes you feel like, I wanna, chill.
If I haven't talked to someone in 3 months and then they hit me up, I miss you. I'll be like, I wasn't even thinking about you. Like honestly, but I'll tell them now. I'll tell them I miss them back. Because then I'll think about it. I'll be like, yeah, I guess I missed them. But before, I used to just be like,
okay, that's a different example.
That's
a shitty example.
That depends on people. Like I don't care
it's
about.
the same thing.
Like
I get texted that all the time as well. But that's a different example.
Oh, so you say with everybody?
With everybody. Like even some of my
then
closest.
you're different. Okay.
Then, I used to put up walls and barriers so much. But no, people still don't really get close to me. I mean, like, I'm definitely more friendly and more loving towards people. But I still don't express myself as much to other people. Like I will spread love more. I used to not really spread that much love. I used to be pretty shut off. But now, like, when someone's like, oh, man, like, I love your podcast. Y'all doing so good. I'm like, oh, shit, thank you, man. Like, I appreciate the love. Like, I'll give love back at that point. Because, but, like, I don't know how I would have acted before, honestly.
Okay.
I used to be pretty closed off.
Okay.
This is a whole topic.
I'm starting to open up now.
Yeah.
If we get lost talking about stress, we can always come back to this topic.
Yeah. Bottom line, he's opening up, and he walked it back.
I didn't walk it back.
You walked it back.
No, because people still are not close to me, though.
Okay, but I don't think you're gonna let the floodgates open like that.
But
okay,
I think it's different to you though. Like I feel like he has a different definition than you.
Of walking it back. I'm
not
giving more love and accepting more love, but people start not getting as close to me and understanding me and my mental more.
What you think is close is probably different than what he's thinking is close. I think y'all have different mental,
I think by giving
on that.
We should come back to this topic.
Let's just keep going with this topic.
We can come back to this. You're right. Okay, so I feel like if you're giving out love, right, you're letting people in. Right, you're giving out love. You're expressing these feelings and stuff like that. You're building more relations, and we're building more, emotion with people. That's letting people in, right? That's building more of a bond. It's more inching towards that bond, right? Mm-hmm. So, by you doing that, I think you're now opening yourself up to a lot more people and opening yourself up to a lot more, relations, right? So that's what I mean by, you opening yourself up and be like, nah, I'm a closed guy.
I don't hit people up.
That's not being closed off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're an independent nigga. That's different.
Yeah.
Independent is different from being closed off.
I used to be closed off then.
Which I said,
I used to be closed off.
Give an example of you being like, what's the deepest thing you said? You don't
deepest thing I've said?
You don't gotta go deep in.
I don't talk deep with people, really. Like, that's really...
Okay.
A lot of my conversations are, like, surface level conversations. I've never talked about feelings or anything personal about myself, really, with people. And when I do, it's, like, scratching the surface shit.
That's closed off, but that's... Okay.
I feel like I know where he's coming from. Family
and personal dealings is different than what I mean by actual being closed off. Because I mean, like, a lot of people don't get that from everybody, right? Mm-hmm. He has family stuff that he will never tell me. I have family stuff that I will probably never tell people. Because that's just family stuff too. And you don't always want that, business out regardless, right? Because you might be protecting somebody, you might be protecting other people in your family that you don't even want business out. Because it doesn't even have to do with you sometimes, So I mean, like, of course, that's closed off, right? But I don't consider that as closed off in my mind. It's not like...
What do you consider as a closed off person?
You acting... I would consider... When you say closed off, I'm thinking you are 2019, this nigga, right? Where
But
this
I don't
dude.
know what that is. I don't know what.
So yeah,
Okay,
so
I'm gonna elaborate. I'm gonna elaborate.
Exactly, so
Let
it's
me
different. So yeah, you.
let me elaborate first. Let me elaborate first.
No, I know exactly what you're talking.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody else does. So
No, I
let me elaborate. Let me
Alright,
elaborate. Let me elaborate. Okay.
Go.
2019, him, right? This kid would not talk to nobody. He did not open up to nobody. Nobody knew about him. He was the quiet nigga and he was cool with it, right? But hold on. But, like I said, it caused many problems for him.
It did?
Yes, it did. He just does not see it. But now he's opening back up. Now he's telling me, oh, now he wants to do a podcast. I want to meet more people. I want to open up. I want to get more relationships. There's a reason why. You know, there's a reason why he's doing that. Because he's realized it's not working out, okay? You want to develop an actual way because he's feeling love. He's getting love from other people. He's realizing that this shit is ass. Being by yourself all the time. Not being independent.
Not
Independent
really.
is different.
I wouldn't say that. But
Okay.
I don't mind being by myself. I like being by myself.
Independent is different.
I know, but you're saying me being independent is being ass. I don't think of it.
I'm not saying independent.
I'm not saying independent. I'm just saying being by yourself. No, I'm saying what you said. Repeat what you said.
Okay.
So maybe I misheard you.
Okay, I'm differentiating independence and like
Closed off.
yeah, closed off. And by when I say closed off, I mean like not opening yourself up to anybody. Right? You did not open yourself up to anybody other than people you grew up with and one person.
But I think he doesn't. I feel like that's what I mean. Like, his closed off is different because I've met someone just like you, like you. You know, open. You know, talks a lot, very open with everybody. Yeah. But you don't really tell nobody nothing. You know, I've seen that.
That's what I mean by.
I've seen exactly what you're talking about. You probably think of closed off because you just been next to me, and you just think of closed off, and what I have done gives you that definition of closed off. But there's more people like him than there are of me.
But I feel like
that's how I think
your
that's
case
what it
is not totally different. But I just feel like
what I mean by when I say
it causes you so many problems.
It does. It did. But
so why don't you open up about? Because the thing
I'm
is,
working about this. I mean, this is the point of this podcast.
I know, but you're not opening up on that. You're just saying it's like. Yeah, I'm a closed off. But you don't talk about the conversation that we have. Like you're not talking about like you're not elaborating why it's a problem for you, right? Too many people are saying this and they're glorifying it of being closed off and just being meatheads in that fact. But it fucks you up all the time.
Here's a specific example. You're gonna have to cut this name, but I don't even know if you know I talked to
Just
her.
don't say the name.
No, I want to drop.
Oh, okay.
Can I drop the name?
Drop the name.
Are you gonna blur it?
Yes, obviously.
Alright, so I was talking last year around this time.
Okay.
You know her? Yeah.
Yeah, I know her.
We're gonna have to bleep that.
Let's go.
Why would you drop the last name?
Let's go.
But like, she was definitely in love with me. Like, it was easy to see she was in love with me.
Don't cap. I don't think so. I think she was building. I don't know your personal relationships, but I think
pretty intense.
I don't think
there was definitely a lot of love there. And I used to tell her, was this maybe dick, but I'd be like, don't fall in love with me because I'll end up breaking your heart. And I used to tell her that, and then I did in a way. I don't know. I've never really talked to her about if I broke her heart that much, but I broke my own heart because I closed myself off from her so hard and told her shit like that because I did not want to get close with her. And then now she moves on to another guy, right? And they're happy together. And then I had like time to reflect, and now that I've started to open up more, I've had time to reflect on myself with all this meditation and shit. And I'm like, damn, like I was the one that fell for her, but I would just close myself off from that so hard that I didn't even realize. And now that good thing is gone, then it fucked me. I was hurt for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I was hurt. You called me out on it.
You remember me just like bleep that shit, but you remember me just like her. Everything you're saying is just like her. That's why I understand what you're saying when you say closed off.
But why?
Yeah, I think about that too, though. Well, actually, it could be just a problem with, like, commitment. I was thinking about this at work on fucking Monday, man. I'm so glad we're recording tonight. This is good. This is great. Anyways, I was thinking about it. I think I was dating this one girl back in, like, middle school into high school. And then the love fell off for me. But I just was, like, wishy-washy between should I break up with her or should I stay with her and try to get the love back? Because what we had was good, but it's not anymore. And that went on for a while, and then I broke up with her. And I was like kind of numb. I was like, wow, this actually feels good now that I'm out of this. But she was hurt like a bit. Like she was bad. It was down bad. But I mean, that's a breakup, right?
So it's a breakup.
That's a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how a breakup is. And I was like, damn, like, cause I know I move on. Like I'm gonna move on from people. But seeing me hurt her,
The worst feeling.
that hurt me. So then I started to think, oh, I'm never gonna get close to people. And then this other girl, you have to bleep this name again too. I wanted her bad, but she never wanted me. But she would act. She's like that type of person to like flirt with you. But
I don't trust those bitches.
You know, you know what she said? You know what she said to me?
What?
She was like, I was like, if I call him right now, do you think that he would say that you played him? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what?
I don't.
And she's saying the same thing about me too. I'm like, yo, what?
She played both of us.
I don't
actually.
even take those girls seriously. Like if they talk to me or something, I don't even think about. I don't think of none of that shit.
She was close to me though, because we've been like best friends since like 7th grade, bus rides and shit.
Yeah,
so
that's
we were
deep down.
But like, I like to say like,
That's rude.
but this is like where the stress comes in on our relationships and how it plays into our relationships. Like we're teenagers and like parents and stuff like that doesn't give any validation to young love or nothing like that, right? Obviously, because you guys don't know love, you don't know shit, right? But to some point, to some degree, it's kind of true because we obviously don't have the wiseness in this. But like, it's just there's so much stress that comes into relationships. Not even just relationships, just talking to people, just talking to girls. When I mean talking, I'm talking like talking stage, not just even dating yet. It's just like there's so much stress that comes into this shit, and it's like you see how we're reflecting on this shit now. We could just show maturity in this, but there's people going through what you're going through right now.
Which is why it's good that we're talking about it.
Exactly.
Because
people don't know how to deal with it at all. Like we're all reflecting now because we've seen the bullshit that we've been through. I've gone through so much now to realize that like focus on yourself. Like I know it sounds crazy, but focus on yourself and everything will flock the way you want it to go. Like that's the thing. Like you have, and I don't mean when I say focus on yourself, I don't mean like disregard yourself from anybody else or love or anything like that. I'm saying focus on yourself, know your goals, know what you want to accomplish that, and bring your person with you. As long as it fits the the criteria. But like
you gotta get yourself there first, though.
Exactly.
And that's hard to do with somebody sometimes.
You can't love somebody without loving yourself. And I know that shit is
Quote
corny.
that.
I know that shit is corny. My dad told me that shit years ago.
That's a bar.
My dad told me that shit years ago, and I'm like, okay, yeah, nigga, I love myself. But like, it's different.
Drake dropped the line. He said, "Still trying to find myself, let alone a soulmate. I'm just saying," and that's a fucking bar. And he just like dropped that quick, and I'm like, all right. But then I started thinking about that. I'm like, damn, like that really ties into knowing yourself and knowing what you want, being able to better yourself, so then you could take somebody along and better them with you.
I mean, it's important to know where you come from and just know your roots and how you are as a person, just building yourself up. Because I feel like number one person you can depend on is yourself. I'm not saying not to depend on people, but I'm saying that you should never, ever 100% depend on someone. You go to a party, don't depend on that ride back.
Or put your mental or physical, health in jeopardy because of that person.
Yeah. Or like, just anything. It doesn't even matter. Like getting food today. I was not even your mom, Go home, you hungry. Your thing goes, oh no, there might be food on the table. You go home, there's no food. Don't depend on. I just tell everybody that, like, everyone just
don't build dependency.
It's important to know independence. It's important to do things on your own. It's important to not depend on others. You never depend on anyone. Everyone will feel you.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking more physical, but like.
No, I'm thinking about just mentally,
like
physically,
even mental,
emotionally.
but mental. Just tie it back to the topic. Like mental, that shit goes a long way. Like it really goes a long way. Because the thing is, once you master the mental, then the physical just comes right after. Right? You mentally want to be independent from, well, let's say like your parents and your family. Right? I don't want to have to depend on them or OD. Right? You stop depending on them for like a lot of things where you have to come to them for everything before you try to work on it yourself. Like a problem, you try to problem solve first, then you problem solve with your family, right? It's the same thing with like financial shit, right? You get a job, too many people go out and just buy themselves clothes and stuff like that without trying to buy themselves, maybe I should, instead of my mom or dad buying me, body wash, maybe I'll go buy my body wash, Maybe I'll go buy my face lotion that costs $15 instead of making my mom go buy that face lotion that costs $15. Just doing something for yourself and also showing responsibility in that. My dad sat me down like a year ago and blasted me on that. Blasted me on that. And I didn't get it at the time because at the time I was doing stuff for myself. I was doing stuff for myself and like trying to help out. And I do help out my family a lot. But like it just wasn't evident, it just wasn't enough, and it probably still isn't enough, but we still gonna keep working and stuff like that. But like it's that thing of just stress weighing in on teenagers in our lives because we're still growing, but like
we are the pillars to society.
We are the pillars, and it's like we are growing, but that stress is gonna keep growing, and you need to know how to deal with it, right? So like Glenn's philosophy is just like, okay, we need a if it's not first priority, then it doesn't have to be in your mind first thing. My thing is just like, don't ever let something have enough weight to get to mental.
Protect your energy.
Like for real, like protect your mental space, protect your energy, protect everything, because you can't let that shit affect you mental. If I got schoolwork, I don't even give worth to my schoolwork enough for it to touch me mentally. Like, honestly. And I know it's a stepping stone for me to get to where I want to be. And that's why I don't slack as much. But I know, these couple of classes, I can turn in late work. These other couple of classes, I can't. I make sure that those classes are definitely turned in on time, and I got like 96s in those classes. The other classes, I'm probably failing right now, But it's gonna get back up, and we're gonna work. Exactly, Like, get your priorities straight. My priorities are tact, and my dad, like, that's why I don't let my parents give any validity to like progress reports and stuff like that, because like that's not where I'm at. I'm just, putting my priorities up. Like a lot of people, they pay the rent bill and the utilities bill first before they pay Central Hudson. Let Central Hudson, run up a couple of months first, and then, right before your lights cut off, pay that bill because you prioritizing your money. So I mean, when it comes to that, that's how it plays. And honestly, that little segment right there was a low bar. When y'all get a little older, that's a low bar right there. But I mean, like,
that's how you do it.
You gotta prioritize your money just like you prioritize your mind.
Your time,
And that's what I mean. And a lot of people, when we say you're broke, right? I don't think of broke your actual financial, what you have in your pockets. I mean, what you have in your mind. If you live a broke mental, live a broke lifestyle, you gonna be broke. Right? You could have $5 in your mind, and in your pocket, I won't even think you're broke. Honestly, it's just how you carry yourself. One, buying flashy shit, doing dumb shit, not budgeting your money, not doing nothing. All this adds to your stress. All this is going to continue to put pressure on you, and you will fuck up your life. We are in the determining years of your life right now. Understand that, like, for real. And, like, everything that goes into it all relates back to, like, how much pressure you put on yourself and your psyche. Alleviate yourself. Protect your fucking energy.
Damn, you just went off.
Come on, bro.
God damn,
we potted tonight.
Yo.
We potted.
We just sitting here like, what the fuck? Just let him speak.
We potted tonight. We potted. But, like, it goes so many levels. It goes so deep, bro. I was talking to Francis, and I'm not blurring his name out because, that's my guy. Shout out Francis.
It's my guy.
Yeah, he's watching. He's watching.
He's a vibes.
But,
best high jumper in the 845. Just put that out there.
Okay.
Shout out Francis.
No, but, like, I was talking to Francis, and we were talking about just stress because he works with me, and we were talking about just how the people at my job, right, a lot of times stress themselves out, right? They overdo it. They overdo it in their mind. They give too much worth to something that does not that does not hold weight in long term, right? My job is temporary. Do I give worth to it? Of course, right? Of course, I'm not going to disrespect my job because it gives me a perfect opportunity, and everybody there is great, and like even the managers there are great, give me a perfect opportunity to do what I would like to do, you know. But like, I'm not going to give it enough energy and let it, you know, weigh down on me enough to actually affect me mentally, make me go home having a terrible day, make me go on FaceTime, be like, oh, my day was...
Work used to do that shit to me all the time. I don't know if I've ever said it on a podcast episode that we released, but I know I've talked to people and be like, yo, I'm dead ass about to quit this job and go work somewhere else. I still am set on doing that because I'm definitely getting tired of this job. I've been there for like 6-7 months now, and I'm like, nah, fuck this. But like I used to ruin my day having to go to work. Cause I'd be there for 5 hours washing dishes, and I'm like, yo, fuck this shit, bro. So like, fuck it so much. But like, I've stopped giving it weight, you know. Like I show up and I do my job to the best of my ability, but like, if the best of my ability at the time isn't enough, I'm not stressing. I'm like, yo, fuck it. Like, I did what I could. Like this is an entry level job that I'm holding now. Once like, it's that's literally all it is. Like, this isn't my livelihood. This like, I get another job just like this anywhere else. And I think I'm like, so why am I letting this affect my mental? Why am I letting it into my inner matrix? I know you like that word, matrix. That's a deep word. And you just can't let it get to your matrix.
Why are you letting it into your inner matrix? Don't get that shit fucked up.
Inner matrix.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know.
Who do you see, or who do you feel like be dealing with the most stress? Like, or what be causing, the most stress in our lives?
School.
I'm not saying it as well.
Girls.
Girls?
Damn.
So, just relationships?
Girl. I'm not say girls. Just girl.
Relationship.
Yeah.
You talking about personal? I'm asking just in general.
In general.
Who do you see your friends and stuff like that?
Relationships, school. There's also different demographics too, because you two are more like school, orientated, or more school orientated, but then maybe someone, he's not as school orientated. You know what I'm saying? And he has different. I'd say his relationship. Well, past relationship experiences, so I feel like it varies how you've been brought up, demographic, everything just varies hugely. So that's my thoughts on that.
Does he stress?
He stresses.
About what?
We should ask him.
I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but
from your standpoint, right? And we'll broaden this soon, but
I feel like he does stress. I feel like he stresses out a lot. Like, I don't know. Like, I worry about that kid. I say kid like he's like 10 years old, but I worry about him. Seriously.
What about the people that don't stress at all?
That's impossible.
I don't think that's impossible. Well, stress.
Everyone has buttons. Everyone has
that's not what I mean.
I live stress-free, very stress-free. But I do get stressed. But for a moment. And then I think about what the fuck is actually stressing me. And then I'm not stressed anymore. That's why, a lot of people... I think it was like fucking psychology class last year. My teacher I told him one day, I was like, yo, call me bruh. He's like, because we're going around the classroom and they're like, oh, what's your name? And then if you want a nickname, say it. I was like, yeah, my name's Glenn. Call me bruh. And then he started actually calling me bruh. Because he was like, you just, like, we'll be doing something in class, like a test. Yeah. I'll just be like, taking my test like this. And he's like, why are you so chill right now? I'm like, bruh. Like, and he'd be like, okay, bruh, go. Like, when it's my turn to speak or something. And I just, like, I vibe too hard for shit to get to my mental. And I say I live a pretty stress-free life. I don't say I don't stress at all. But when I find myself stressing, I can usually find the root and fix it and then not be stressed about it anymore.
You feel like you never had, like, a deep problem, though? Not deep problem? Let me rephrase. Not deep problem, but deep distress.
Oh,
good
yeah,
10 minutes.
Good 10 minutes of stress?
Just world feels like ending.
No.
Well, I'm dragging that, obviously.
I don't get, like, panic attacks or anxiety attacks or anything like that. Like, when I feel stressed, it's more just, like, I'll go throughout my day, and, like, I'll lay down at night. I'm like, damn, I really... And then I'll be like, damn, this thing that I was thinking about all day, I did not do.
Okay.
I'll just do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, it's just a little nag all day or something.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's when my, like, stress comes out a little bit. Like, I do the same. I don't really stress as much, honestly, because I'm comfortable with taking L's. That's what a lot of people don't, they don't realize. You have to know when you're taking an L. You have to know what is an L as well. Like,
and not get hurt.
Exactly. Like, I think of it as just trading, If I take 5 L's, then I gotta take, 17 W's, So, like, obviously these L's are going to be inevitable. You're going to fuck up. You're going to do something. It's how you fend against it and what's your risk management towards it, So, like, I can't keep taking these L's. I really can't. If it's financial, you're spending too much. I can't keep spending too much. I can't keep taking these L's. I need to make way more right now. If I'm going to accept this L and I'm like, okay, I need to spend this much, then I need to double my W's. Double my money.
Double your W's.
I think your viewpoints changed my mind on that, because you guys saying that from your guys' perspectives about, like, not having stress. I could see what you guys are saying. It's like, minimal, very minimal.
I honestly, not a lot gets to me.
That.
Not a lot gets to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's very little that gets to me, to be honest. My biggest stressor is my future.
There's just so much I want to accomplish. Like, I feel sometimes I'll be talking to somebody, I just feel uncomfortable talking to them about my future
because they don't understand.
They don't like.
Some
people
like, have no drive.
They have no drive for that shit.
Really, that I'm like, really, like, what?
I
Yes,
love
like, yes.
It's literally the best question to ask.
Bro.
But it's the worst response to get as well. When that one person just like, I haven't really thought about it. That fucks me up, bro. Like, honestly, like, that really fucks me up. And it's like, I don't mind it, but just, bro, like, you gotta show me something. If you guys are one of those people and stuff like that, start thinking about your future for real. Start thinking about the people that you got in your back as well.
Jeez,
I put the whole family on my back, put my friends on my back, and that's just because I gotta do it. I feel that responsibility. Doesn't even mean that they have to be on my back. I just feel that responsibility just to bring that, So it's just like, if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your sisters. You're not doing it for your sisters, do it for your brothers. Yeah. Do it for your mother. Do it for your friends. Do it for your fucking dogs. I don't know.
Shout out the fathers.
Do it for your future dogs that you want,
Future dog. Do it for that future fucking Lambo you want to whip in, I think all the time. Or no, back to that, like, when people, like, ask you, what do you want to do with your future? I tell everybody when I'm talking to people, I'll be like, I'm going to be a millionaire someday. And they're like, yeah, same. I'm like, how are you going to do it? And they go, they get caught off guard. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to be a millionaire. Like, and that shit, but there's some people who will come at me with a plan, yo. Like,
I like seeing that shit, though.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, I'm going to be a millionaire.
That shit's attractive.
They're like, I'm going to do it, too. I'm like, how you going to do it? There's this one girl I was talking to. I don't even have any attraction to her. You and me talk to her a lot. And I got on the phone with her. And I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire. She's like, me too. I was like, how you going to do it? She's like, well, I was looking at the stock market. I'm trying to get into that. And I was talking to a few people. And they're like, buy property, rent Airbnbs. You go do shit like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, you actually, like, kind of know what you're doing.
And the thing is, you don't even need to have, like, we're not saying you need to have a full-on blueprint for everything.
Nah,
like,
we don't even have a blueprint.
No. Just a vision.
Just a vision and somewhat of goals, You got set your goals, Yeah. So it's like, I am a different breed, I
built different.
I gotta do some. I'm not saying that. I gotta do some things, I got some goals that I want to accomplish, like some real shit. But you need to have, like, at least a vision. If you don't have a vision yet, then you gotta get one, bro. No, you're good.
You guys sure? Because it's been an hour.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're chilling. We started again a little bit later.
Yeah, so I mean, you need to have your vision, like, for real. It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter if you're a junior year right now. You're listening to this. You're a senior. It doesn't matter if you're listening. Like, it doesn't matter. You need to have your vision, bro. I'm not saying you need to know where you're gonna do career wise, right? You don't need to, bro. Like, you don't need to know all that shit right now. But you at least need to know who you're fending for.
I feel like you should make 5-year plans, just because, just to know. That's your whole life. It's a good value. Good just go outreach to look at whenever you're just looking at anything you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And not everything is defined by your one career choice. Like, you don't need to have a one career choice. Yeah. That shit is bullshit. You don't need to have one venture and stay with that shit.
That's an old school mindset.
Very old school, bro.
One source of income.
The
40s?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it back.
Your asset is your house. Like, come on. Like, it's the same bullshit that they've been feeding niggas for the last 30 years, bro. Well, I mean, 200 years, but...
2000.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I feel like it was different back then, though. Now,
Of course.
you know, more properties out there.
There's so much opportunity to make money and to own assets and to better yourself out there now that simply just having a career, it's just, I mean, that works for some people, and some people are happy and complacent with that. But
I feel
you
like
gotta
it's-
expand.
Yeah, I feel like it's the best country to do it in.
To expand in? Yeah.
I feel like it's
You always
usually
got
the
it.
best opportunity.
I mean, there's a lot of fuck shit that goes on in this country, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity, too, that
Yeah.
happens in this country.
Yeah. And a lot of privilege comes with that as well.
It's a blessing and a curse, depending on your demographic. But there's a lot of opportunities here that a lot of niggas are sleeping on. People say, I saw. Remember the Black Lives Matter thing? I'm not against of course Black Lives Matter, but I'm saying like, oh, it's like the 20s back now. Like, listen, nigga, you never gonna spit on in your life before. It's not the 20s, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So much opportunity out here. So much ways you can make money. Millions are being made every single day. And then you got the billions that you won't even see. Those are the ones in the shadows, the trillionaires that they own everything.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're privileged when it comes to like this, and we can figure out the information as well.
Yeah, and I'm saying you just have more opportunity.
Of course, and I mean like
Better position.
like when we be saying like millionaires too, like that shit not hard, bro. Like honestly, like if you you break down the science, you really look into it.
It's not hard. You just gotta put
When we
the work
say
in.
like the new millionaire is really the the new millionaire is the billionaire. You know, that in my mind is a millionaire to me. Like when you like, oh, I want to be a millionaire when you're fucking like a child. That is the billion now. Like that is what you envision. Millionaire is now the new 200,000er. Like, you know, that's what it feels like in this.
Yeah.
In this day and age, and it should be, honestly. That's what you should be striving for. Like us saying millionaire is really lowballing. Like that's why I don't even say I want to be a millionaire anymore.
Yeah.
It's a given.
Yeah, I tell people I want to have millions. Cause I mean,
I want to be a billionaire.
billions,
but that shit comes with.
I respect that.
That shit comes with status.
That just
Billionaire is crazy.
The billionaires, they buy the blocks up. No, they buy the states up.
They run the world.
So,
but the stress, to just peel back. When it comes to the future and shit like that is probably my biggest stressor. I don't know if it's probably you guys' biggest stressors as well.
I mean, that's the only thing I stress about, really.
Exactly. I'll be in my bed and just think about, what I gotta do to get it, what I gotta do to complete this goal. But other than that, everything else I just give little energy towards, because of course I got goals to meet. Of course I got things to do with people and school and stuff like that. But you just gotta. I divvy up my energy where
Protect your fucking
like no,
energy.
I literally divvy up where I exert all this shit. If I got a lot of homework done tonight,
yeah.
I'm gonna treat myself. Right? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm taking this shit off today. You gotta know how to manage your time and manage your energy. That's hard. Manage your energy.
That's hard.
Nah, you gotta manage your energy, bro. When it comes to a lot of these things, because it's just you can't be giving it out to little things. You can't be giving it out to dumb shit all the time.
Because then that'll stress you.
Exactly.
Because energy is a finite amount of thing. You got energy and time. You only got a certain amount, and if you just give it and waste it on dumb shit, then you just start stressing.
Exactly. That's where you
protect your energy.
And if you're not on the path, you're gonna forever stress.
Yeah.
You're not on your right path, you are forever going to stress. You're not in the right relationship, it will forever cause you stress. If your relationship is causing you a bunch of motherfucking stress, obviously that's pretty much of a red flag.
Reevaluate.
So should we get into that?
Let's get into
Do you
it.
want to go into
No,
that?
we should take a quick intermission first. And
Alright, and we'll get back into relationship. Alright, bro.
Alright.
Little
We'll be
quick
back
thing.
in a second, yo.
Should we-
Alright, so we're back. Intermission over. Basically talking about this toxic relationships. Just knowing when to cut that off, knowing when to cut those snippets, those ties, knowing when it's getting to a certain point, as in what's going on in mass culture, This is a thought that's kind of just went into my head, but also just, this is a quick one, not like basing your relationship on what's going on, like the mood posts. That's what I'm talking about. Like the mood posts.
The mood post, yeah.
Y'all need to stop that. The young boy post, stop that. G Herbo, they don't talk about pussy. Stop that. Stop that. All of you, stop that.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
The niggas that just be fucking clipping their little genius interviews. and they're just like, you know what? Pain is in my heart. Bro.
Yeah. You need to stop.
Pain is in my heart. Pain is in my heart, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Shuck and jive, man. Shuck and jive. Yeah. And then they clip it, put a little edit on it right now, and then it's just, you know, like, come on, bro.
I love those fucking NBA YoungBoy posts, man.
Yeah.
It'd be like a picture of him. He's like this, and he's like this, and he's like this again. And it'd be like, I never learned to love. I don't love. I never will. And it's like, damn.
Bro, it's him just with the mic
like,
and mic
you didn't
off.
say that, bro.
Nah.
And then post a fucking "to be honest" right after, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. No, but like the mass culture and the toxic relationships and stuff like that, we glorify toxic relationships.
I was just about to say that.
Bro,
Yeah.
There are some people who need toxic in their life. Like I've talked to girls, and I've heard about their past relationships, and then they go back to that man, and I'm nothing like that man. I'm like, you see the toxicness, right? They're like, yeah, I see it. I'm like, so you just can't live without it. I'm like, so that's your problem. And I hate that shit. I can't talk to a girl or a guy who goes back to a relationship that's toxic when they know it's toxic. Like, some people need toxic in their life. And
I feel like that...
And not being toxic turns people off.
I want to say that that's no daddy at home syndrome. Shout out Dr. Umar.
Just
anyway, I want to say that, but then again, I'm like, I don't know. But what you're saying has a lot to do with the, daddy's not here. Pause.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that
Pause.
could be a big.
It is a very big.
It's
I know in the black community, at least, it's a big problem.
It's a big factor as well. But it's just media. The way that we're like glorifying is bullshit. Like, for real, like all my. Like, one of my friends, bro, is just a fucking meathead. He's just, like, he talking about his fucking past relationship, about how, like, he was just trapped in that shit, like a dumbass. Like, literally, it was just a toxic, stupid-ass relationship, and he'd like to compare it to my past relationship, like, it was something. And I'm like, bro, you realize that, like, there was no, like, hate, malice,
badges.
Nothing. Absolute, like, I had a great relationship, like a great past relationship. There was no bad energy, right? His relationship was straight toxic energy. And this nigga loved that shit. But he didn't know anything other than that, right? Yeah. And he's thinking, like, this shit was great, but, like, this nigga could not leave the house without getting straight phone calls every fucking minute. Like
that's his mom.
It was just like, I'm like, bro, you are 17, acting grown as hell. Too many kids.
Not even grown. Cause I don't know nobody do that.
You right. But or I'll give you another example of like people having these like actual problems, acting like they're grown as hell. Like, I want to
give you on that.
Huh?
I felt you on that.
Like, I don't want to give a bad example, but like, there's just so many relationships that I see in my life that I'm just like, bro, you are arguing like my fucking parents were arguing back when I was younger, bro. Like for real. Like I see this shit, I'm like, bro, y'all are 17, acting like y'all have the weight on the world. They have shit to argue about. They had kids, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all got what? Y'all arguing about bullshit, like, for real. Straight bullshit. Like, y'all are giving so much weight to nothing.
Oh, man.
Like, yeah, I'm not saying your relationships are nothing at all, nothing like that. But I'm saying, like, the little problems that you guys are fighting over.
Sometimes
like,
they make
like,
problems.
like location. Like having your location on and shit like that.
Can we talk about that?
Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all are fucking teenagers. You have to ask your mom to go someplace. What do you have your location on for?
The location thing, my thing is, right, I'm not going to say guys. I was about to say guys go through. This is general. That is alone is just starting problems. Because I remember it happened for like probably like a week or two. My girl was like, put your location. I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm not doing shit. I go to Stop and Shop. She thinks I'm out with some girl. You see where the problems are at? Yeah. You see just the location. You're not at your house. Where you at? Now it's more conflict. Now you don't believe what I'm saying. Like, it's just for... That location shit is just retarded. I don't know why you niggas do it. / bitches. I don't know why y'all do it. Stop it.
Why was it even like a brought up thing? Like, the thing is, even in my past relationship, like, that was never a. Like, that was not even brought up. I don't even. Like, that seems so nasty to me. Just having, like. Why would I even have my location on for my family? Let alone, why would you have my location? Why would you know my every move? Like, that just seems weird to me. Same thing with this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, what? Why would I give off that, anybody, or any of that information off to you, one. Like, you just because we're in a relationship, you don't have to know my every move.
Yeah.
Trust. You said that trust.
Communication, too. Trust and communication.
That's just ridiculous. Like, y'all be giving out so much fucking... Like, you guys are giving out so much, and they still don't trust you.
That's because they need toxicity, bro. You could be such a trusting guy, but there's some people who just can't live without the toxic. Like, people will say... Like, you could be in a relationship and somebody be like, oh, you're boring. But I'm not boring, I'm just not toxic. Like, you don't have to stress when I say I'm going somewhere. You don't have to stress about who I'm texting on my phone because you know what's up.
Exactly.
But some people, they need to be like,
those are demons. Those are demons. That's what we call texting. Them.
Oh, where you going? Like, you know where I'm going. Stop stressing.
And they got nothing to stress about or nothing like that. It's just like, toxic, and you come from a fucking a family of a great family. Like, you come from some fine shit, bro.
Don't say that.
Oh, okay. Not great. Okay,
many toxic families aren't that great.
I'm saying that you do not have to worry about the normal worry in actual relationships when it comes to, like, 30-year-old people in relationships where it's like, all right, you got a car, you actually going, like, the thing is, we all know who we all know, regardless. We know we're in a school. We're not 30-year-old people where it's like, all right, who are you like, you know who I'm texting. You know the basic people that I talk to often, right? Yeah. And, like, obviously, like, this is, like, some type of, it's a very narrow lane I'm talking about, but it's just, like, there's not much for you to have to worry about in these relationships, and if you do have to worry about it, then maybe you shouldn't be in that relationship with that person, right? If you can't trust a normal, like, if you can't trust your friend, you can't trust your partner to go out with their friends, at this age, where the fuck are they going? To the mall? To the park? Like, it's ridiculous. The shit that the expectations that they have in relationships in this age. Like, bro, y'all supposed to be learning how to grow.
I feel like
not holding each other back.
That's why I stay away from relationships, man.
I feel
like a meathead. That's different.
No. I'm with him. I feel him.
There's a lot of relationships I feel like are just holding back, and I'm happy where I'm at right now. I don't feel like I need to grow right now, and I'm happy. And I feel like in a way it could hold me back if I don't find the right person. Yeah. So I'm just like I'm chill with where I'm at. I could find the right person some other time.
Well, of course, but why I call you a meathead is just because of just how you play that.
I used to be. I've done a lot of growing in
I get
this
that
past
too.
month or two, right? Yeah. But I understand myself now through a lot of meditation. Meditation is it's beautiful. Just thinking. I fucking love that shit. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
And when you mean meditation, you always have to be fucking cross-legged.
You ain't gotta be like...
that's not... Yeah, come on.
Like, when I meditate, I throw my AirPods in, throw on noise cancellation, lay down in my bed, and I just breathe. And I just, whatever thoughts come to my mind, I just ponder.
It's hard.
I just think, man. Try it tonight. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
I'm a little broke. I don't got no noise cancellation AirPods.
Well, you could just put on regular AirPods. Just make sure that, I have a fish tank here and a fish tank here. That's making noise. That's why I use the noise cancellation, so I don't have to hear them. But
sometimes you just lay to the fan noise, lay to my air purifier noise or some shit like that, or just lay to nothing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. These relationships, it gets me riled up because I just don't like to see people be acting grown for problems that's like
not our problem.
That should not even
be
a problem.
It's not even a real problem.
It shouldn't even be a problem.
I feel like there's very much lack of communication. I know previously I've had very lack of communication. And I feel like I'm very entitled. I can be very petty. Right. And when I hear bullshit, my mind shuts off automatically. It's something I can't really control that well. So I kind of had to master that because if I start hearing some fuck shit, I'm going to cancel that fuckery out. So, I think that's building block. I think a lot of people go through that. A lot of people just dead it. Oh, you do that? Okay, copy. Dead. A lot of people. A lot of right? I feel like it's very crazy. Just learn how to talk to people, communicate. Trials and tribulations. That's a part of a relationship. I get fights with him. I get fights. Well, I don't know you that well, but
yeah,
we're cool. We don't get that many fights, but I've gotten fights with everybody.
Yeah.
Fighting on trials and tribulations. Like you can't have a perfect relationship. That's across the board. Not just boy, girl, boy. I'm not gonna answer that. Boy, whatever.
I know.
Yeah.
No. Here's what he does. But I feel like those trials and tribulations. The thing is, in those arguments, you find who the real person is. Hold on, let's quiet it down. In those arguments, you find who that real person is, right? It's just like, how long can you stand without, talking to that person? One, how crazy do they get in that, that argument? What extent will they take it to?
Yeah.
Are they gonna bring up some crazy shit about you? Are they gonna bring up some demon that you had that you buried back, buried back within before?
Those are cuts, by the way. That's a cut. Just for people to know, those are cuts.
The thing is, that's where you find some real shit. That's where you find some real people. And I could probably say it right now, I have nobody in my life that would do that to me. Or just doesn't have the lack of, that doesn't have that lack of respect for me in order to carry that shit out with me. Because they know, that's one thing that I, pride myself on. It's just, no matter how crazy I'm, tight I'm gonna get at you, I'm gonna not even put the energy out in the world to just want to hurt you in that moment, right? Even if we're going through a crazy argument. We have been through, just arguments where we're straight cursing at each other, just passionate. But we argue passionately regardless.
But
right?
it's not a it's bullshit.
Of course, some of it is bullshit. Some of it can be real, right? And it's just but we're we could be screaming at each other, even with that little argument right there, we're just talking crazy, right? Some people were fucking fight over that shit, but we speak crazy regardless, right? Yeah. But it's just regardless, at the end of the day, we're gonna be friends.
Yeah, that's
we're gonna be cool. We're actual brothers. We're actual brothers when it comes to this shit, and it's just we've gone through so many arguments to know that, right? We've gone through so many passionate fucking arguments to know that, right? And that just goes with everybody, right? But if that person in that argument, says some shit about your family, says some shit to dredge up your past, or some shit that you've gone past through, or it's just where that character lies, where their integrity lies, because they can't live without hurting you.
They love that shit.
That's where that pain comes through. That's where that pain comes and drives you through, bro. Cut them niggas off.
Another thing, niggas wake up with problems. Wake up to find a problem.
They wake up to choose violence.
There's two people in my life that I'm thinking about right now, but I ain't gonna say their names. I love them dearly, but Skip, just when tell your story, yo. I can't do that shit right now, bro.
Nah. I want to elaborate on that. Right you just wake up with a chip on your shoulder, bro.
Just wake up, just trying to start shit.
Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from that shit, bro. Nigga, we didn't have to bleep none of that shit out, and then you had to say that shit.
What's wrong with saying?
Nobody knew who you're talking about.
But I know it's
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You're just a dumbass, honestly. Nah, but the people that just wake up with a chip on their shoulder, just that pessimism when it comes down to it, it's just
oh, shit.
Honestly, I probably diluted so many people out of my lives that just wake up with a chip on their shoulder. I know Jada, right? Shout out Jada, friend of the show. Just a perfect energy. She wakes up with love in her heart. Wakes up, goes to sleep, love in her heart. Every single time I call her, I could FaceTime her right now. I know there's a smile on her face before she answers that FaceTime call. It's just a beautiful, positive energy just to be around.
You need somebody like that in your life.
Everybody needs someone. It's just that, and that's why it goes back to that network where it's just that network of people that just gives me just a little, what were we saying earlier? When I was talking about the lemons and shit like that, just that, interactions with people.
Valuable
interactions.
Valuing your interactions with
exactly.
people.
Valuable
That's a good
interactions.
word.
Just
That's
like
a
that,
bar.
where just like Jada, I'll just FaceTime her for a good minute. And no matter what, I'm going to give just that good energy, just that good pump of energy. Maybe I go do my homework now. But that people that just wake up with that just badass energy, badass attitude, shit that just makes you just want to fucking end the call. You argue with that person every single time, like, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck out of my face.
And sometimes I feel like you may be just too close. You know? God, people need space. You know?
That's a bar. That's
You talking for an argument. Talking for an argument. You talking so much.
What's that podcast talk?
Think about this. You do something over and over and over and over and over again. There's more room for error. I'm thinking like a fucking robot right now. But think about it though. Just think about it though.
Yeah.
Think about McDonald's. Well, you say you're a god, but let's say average person, right? They do it over and over. They do it one time, they get perfect. 2 times, 3 times, do perfect. They do it 100 times over. There's gonna be some error in that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You following me?
Yeah, I feel.
I hope y'all following me. My analogies can be kind of.
But elaborate
Crazy.
on the context of it. Like, I mean,
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm saying that like you talking all day, you guys talking, always being together. Sometimes y'all just need your own space. This goes back to me saying that you gotta be independent in your own house. You know, you gotta be able to do shit by yourself. Love yourself. Love your own company. Do what you like doing. I don't give a fuck what you do. You play COD all day. That's what I do. You watch videos all day. Okay. Well, be productive. I'm not trying to promote you bum ass niggas right now. Be productive. All right. Do not try and use what I'm saying to promote what you're trying to do on the side. Smoke weed all day. Sleep. Wake up 2:00 in the morning. Eat a snack. Just
eat a snack. Nah, I know what you mean though.
The
But,
eat a
like,
snack is different. Though.
just find shit that you like doing. Just it's okay to do shit by yourself.
and to find shit by yourself, that's hard because
So,
a lot of
yes.
people don't know how to do shit by themselves. They always want somebody to tag along.
Exactly.
Right? You always want somebody to tag along with something. Sometimes you just gotta go in. It sucks sometimes. You know, when you gotta do shit by yourself. I agree.
Yeah.
Like, going into like the market, right? At first for me, right? I always wanted like a little tag along buddy because, you know, if I lost this money, you know, I don't want to fucking lose money by myself, you know. But I gotta learn. It's like, you know, I'm gonna bump my head and I'm gonna put people on. You know, I'm gonna bump my head. I'm gonna figure shit out myself. I'm gonna buy this course. And I'm gonna tell niggas in the back, like, hey, this path is kind of good. Hey, this path is kind of shit. Telling you, like, options. Hey, this path is cool for this path, but if you go down this one, you're gonna get fucked, right? It's just same thing with relationships as well. Same thing. It's how you do with like figuring out your life, but like he was saying before about the space with people, right? Some people you need space with no matter what, right?
Yes,
I could give an example to like my dad and me, right? My dad and I straight butt heads all the fucking time.
You guys are too alike though. That's the
Exactly.
Problem.
But that's
It's
the
a
reality.
It's a little shit y'all fight about.
That's the reality, and it's like I know that us not talking, right? For like we don't talk often, but when we do, it's pretty good. When we link often, you know, we argue a lot. But when we link at times, we just talk and shit like that. It's good, right?
Yeah.
I know I gotta keep my distance from this nigga, right? I know, or it's not gonna go well. I just know that, or it's not gonna go well, right? And sometimes that sucks, right? But I know it's better than, you know, keeping my distance instead of like us like having fun for like a couple weeks. It gets bad, and then I don't want to talk to this nigga for a good month, right?
Yeah.
So I do my checks and balances and shit like that, and also college is coming soon, so it's just like I want to
watch these episodes.
Maybe. I don't mind because he understands it, and it's like I'm talking from, you know, the heart. It's not like I'm just trying to shit on this nigga. It's a problem with me too. It's not. It's not just. I'm not saying it's him. It's me too. Like I get stubborn. We're both stubborn, and that's just how it is. We just butt heads. So it's just. I don't know. I don't want to.
That's healthy though.
Exactly.
You know, certain points, you know.
You gotta know who you gotta create your space with.
You gotta look at those social cues in conversation, in just everything, you know. People that, to all of y'all that tell everybody's business, social cues, you know. You just gotta see that those problems, you know. maybe that's not a problem to you.
And maybe
Maybe it's a
even
problem.
in relationships, right? Even in relationships, you don't. Sometimes it just doesn't work with that person. You know, you guys are best friends. You guys have great, relations and shit like that. You guys enjoy having fun together and stuff like that. But like, maybe you guys are just not made for each other. Like, maybe we're
That's
not.
a bar.
Yeah, maybe you guys are just
That's
not.
cool,
You just don't fit well.
No,
You know,
You fit better as friends.
fit better as friends. just-
Exactly.
yeah.
Damn.
Or maybe it's just not time. You know.
And maybe it's not time. That's hard too.
Exactly. Like it's
Because
just
timing is a lot. Timing is so important with a relationship. Like I know you were in a relationship and then you are now not in a relationship because you are trying to level yourself up. And if someone came into your life right now, like if she came into your life right now, then the relationship may have never even happened if you were in the process of leveling up. Because at the moment, she might not have been right for you, You've been focusing on yourself right now. And then 2 years from now, maybe it's right. A year ago, it was right then. You know what I mean? Timing is crazy.
timing is fucking crazy.
Damn, timing. That's a deep thing to think about, timing, bro. Timing, like, holy shit. Timing really fucks shit up, yo.
It does.
It can fuck shit up. It can make shit.
Damn.
Honestly, it's
Timing,
just
bro.
It's the art of the blow. I mean,
Dry
like,
shit.
The art of the blow, man.
pause, but like, no, for real, like, it's a lot of this shit. Everything, luck, right? You could just still, you could pair that with. It's parallel to timing, right? So I mean, like, relationships, people. You might find your fucking soulmate at 6.
Yeah, you guys could have fucking
Yeah.
rode the bus together on the way to kindergarten.
Exactly, and it's just like it just didn't work out, but that's how just life is. Some things just don't work out in that time, and you gotta shuck and jive in that moment.
Fucking job. Shout out NBA young boy.
What?
Those quotes, because you said
Wait,
that
I'm
when we were
so-
talking about.
Hold on,
I figured
pause.
you out.
Just that shit.
What did you
Just
just
that
say?
Shuck and jive means to like move.
I know, but you said that shit when we were talking about the NBA young boy
Yo.
quotes.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
Damn. Yeah, timing, man. Like,
timing.
cause
Ooh, are we gonna foreshadow to the next episode?
timing.
Little something.
Well, so if you're still watching, man, who knows? You might know the next episode before we even know the next episode.
Do you have something to get off real quick before?
Oh yeah, I could bring it back to when we were talking about me and my relationships. Cause I was thinking about this a lot all week. I've been thinking about it a lot all week. Actually, it's been a great week for me. That's why I like having this podcast at the end of the week, though. Cause I think about it a lot during the week when I'm at work, school, shit like that. And it's like at the end, we could just talk about it. But anyways, I left off with broke up with that one girl, hurt her, that hurt me. This other girl that I really wanted, but she didn't exactly want me at the time, that hurt me. So now I've been hurt from like 2 different angles. So that I hurt myself from hurting somebody else, and then I got hurt by somebody else. So now I'm like, damn, like that's 2 different types of hurt. And instead of like accepting it, understanding it, and thinking about it, I just threw up a wall. I was like, fuck everybody. And then this other girl came into my life, and she is amazing. She was great. She was wife material. I still talk to her sometimes today. Still stay in touch. You probably know who you are. But we talked for like a little while, but the energy wasn't there. And she called me out on my bullshit. And she pointed that out. I was like, damn, all right. And then that ended. And I think about that, I'm like, I kind of fumbled the bag. I'm not gonna lie. I fumbled the bag a little bit. And then another girl comes in my life, and I throw the fucking walls right back up, bro. Like, just instinctually, I just threw the fucking walls up. And then I flopped that. But I guess that brings me back to thinking about regret. Like, at the time, for a while, I definitely did regret those things. But looking back on it now, I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy that they are happy. I'm happy with my relationships with them that I have now.
Alright, but let's point out the wrong.
The wrong? Oh, yeah, and how that fucked me up.
Yeah.
Because there's potential and there was possibility at those times for relationships, for more happiness or whatever. And that really fucked me up. And if I didn't, you are a motherfucker. Because you would always point me out on that shit. Every time we'd like FaceTime or something, you'd be like, nah, you a bitch for throwing up those walls. I used to get tight at you. I'd be like, yo, fuck off, bro. I was like,
because I was the only one doing it.
Up,
I was the only one drilling you on that shit.
But
Because
but then you had me thinking, though.
And that's the whole point, bro.
And that's why I don't regret those things anymore.
And a lot of people,
I'm over the hurt.
Yeah, a lot of people be getting hurt by my harshness, but it's all out of love because I know that you were building up those fucking barriers for bullshit. It was all fucking bullshit. It made me like, me violating you on those FaceTimes was genuine like anger because I'm like, bro, you really fumbled the bag on some, good girls, honestly, like some wife material girls, and it's like, bro, you really fumbled the bag, hurt yourself, hurt those girls as well, and it's like, bro, and then you had the audacity
to be like, I'm not hurt.
I'm not hurt one, and then try to flip it on the girls, like it was.
I never flipped it on them.
Flipped it like, nah, you were nothing. Like you were acting like it was nothing.
I guess I moved.
And I'm like, don't do that because the girls, had some weight in your heart.
Yeah. And I hated that shit. I hated that shit so bad that people were getting to my heart. That shit fucked me. I was like, damn, bro, fuck that shit. But I think I'm tearing those walls down now. I'm more open to people, but I'm happy where I am.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Walk that bitch back.
Oh, my public service now. Yo, this for all the bitch ass niggas out there. Stop simping. I was a simp ass nigga. They know. This nigga. I barely talk to Glenn. He knows. I was a simp ass nigga. Stop simping for these bitches and these niggas. She don't love you and he don't love you. Take that to heart. Your father commands out. Push society.
Damn.
Push society. Protect your energy.
Oh my god.
I guess we going off. I don't.
Protect your energy.
It's been real.
Protect your energy.
It's been real, bro.
Let those last words enter your soul.
That shit resonates.
The bitch don't give a fuck about you. The nigga don't give a fuck about you.
Focus on yourself, focus on your wealth, and focus on your mental health.
Protect your fucking energy.
It's been Pussy Society. You know the fucking vibes. You got your host. Get your host. You got your big fucking host over here, Sadiq, bro. And we out, bro.
That's valid. That was a quality episode.
Baby, you